Hi everyone. In today's session, we will learn how to use Python print function. Python provides multiple ways to use the print function, including simple printing, printing the variables, and the formatted printing. Let's start printing a simple sentence into the console. For this, we will have to use a print function. Any function in Python starts with the name. Here print is a name and followed by a parenthesis, and inside which you will have to pass the parameter. Since we want to print a simple sentence, I will write a sentence which has to be enclosed within the double quotes. If you are writing a string, that has to be enclosed within a double quotes. Okay, remember that. So here I am trying to write hello world, and let's try to execute this statement. And if you see here, it basically printed hello world. And if you want to print one more sentence like welcome to Python, you have to enclose welcome to Python within double quotes, or you can also do it by enclosing within the single quotes as well. Python also supports writing strings within a single quotes. This is also supported in Python, either double quotes or within a single quotes. This is how we can print a simple sentence. What if you want to print an variable in a Python? Okay, for that let us construct, or let us create the two variables as a name. The value for name is test troop, and then I will take another variable as my age. I'll make it as 25, and I want to print this variables, right? Print the values that are stored in the variable. For that I will use the print function. And if I so how to pass the variable? You will have to pass the direct variable names. Okay, if you pass something like this, this will print as a name. This will not print the value that is stored in the variable name, because it is what we are doing is we are trying to print the name, because we are enclosed the name within double quotes. Okay, this is not the way how to print a variable. Okay, let us try to execute this. You can see here it only printed name. If you want to print the content that is stored in a name, you can directly give the variable. Similarly, you can also print age, and I can also make another variable as distance, which is equal to 3.5 kilometer. I will also try to print that, and we can also use as a boolean variable like is active is equal to true. Okay, this is how we initiate the boolean variable, true or false. Either you can use true or you can use false, right? Or yeah, so okay, so let us try to use all of them. Print is active. Just you have to pass the variable name. You should not enclose within a single quotes or a double quotes. Okay, if you see here, for the first, it has printed the name as test troop, then the age, then the distance, and then active, false or true. This is how we can print a variable. Now what if you want to print combining the two variables? For example, if you want to print my name is test troop and my age is 25. How to do this? You can do with a simple concatenation. I will tell you how to do that. Let me remove all of them and keep only name and age. So we will start with something like this. My name is with the space, then you can put a plus sign, which is for string concatenation, combining the string. And then you can give a variable as a name. Then you can again do a plus, combining the string, and you can write and my age is, then you can use the age variable. So what I am doing, I am first putting a string as my name is with the space, and then I am combining that with the variable name. Then again I am putting a string and my age is, then again I am combining that with the age. So this is how we can basically print my name is testtroop and my age is 25. Okay, let us try to execute this. See, this is throwing an error because the print variable here we are trying to combine a string with a number, okay, which is not possible. That is why it is basically throwing an error. So first you will have to convert this this age, which is an integer, into a string, then we can combine the strings. Okay, to do that we have to use the typecasting, and since we are converting into a string, you will have to use str here. Okay, now if I run, this is perfect now, right? My name is testtroop and my age is 25. So this is how we can print the combination of the variables using concatenation. So another way of doing the same thing is using the format f. Okay, so remember that format f is only supported with Python version 3.6 and above. And how to use this format f is print, then you will have to type f, and then you will have to give, a double quotes, and within which you can write my name is. Then for the name you will have to give within the flower bracket as a name. So there is no string concatenation is needed while using the f format. And then you can give and my age is, again you can put a variable within a flower bracket. Okay, this format understand whatever is there within the flower bracket is the variable, and it will try to substitute the value that is stored in the variable. So, okay, now let us comment this and we will execute the second statement and see what it prints. See, the outcome is the same. My name is testtroop and my age is 25. This is another way of printing with the format. Okay. Okay, now let us try with another way of printing the same thing, that is using the dot format. Okay, what I will do, I will copy this statement, this because this is almost same, and I will paste this and I will remove f, and here as soon as I remove f, the color of the syntax highlighting of this is changed. Okay, this is because it is not supported without f. So what you have to do here, you will have to remove the variables here. So you will have to only keep the placeholders, as a flower bracket is a placeholder that basically substitutes the name and age. And once this construction is done, then what you have to do, you will have to use dot, then you will have to use dot format, and here you will have to pass the variables. Okay, we are using there are two flower brackets, and that's why I will have to use the two variables. The variables are name, and that has to be separated by a comma here. And if I try to execute this, it should also give a same result. Let us try this. See, it gave the same result. My name is testtroop and my age is 25. In Python, we can also print a formatted string to a console using a format specifier. Let us see how to do it. What I will do, I will copy paste this particular statement and wherever, and I will remove this F, and wherever there is a flower bracket, I will replace with format specifier. Here I am using percentages for the integer. I will be using as a %d. Percentage S specifies the variable as a string. %d specifies the variable as the integer, and %f specifies the variable as a float. Okay, so I will show you the documentation about the format specifier, and after that what you have to do, you'll have to open a bracket, and before the bracket you will have to put a percentage sign, and then you will have to substitute the variables. Since using the two variables, and the first variable is a name here because it is a string, and second variable is a integer. This is how we can use using the format specifier. You can print the formatted string. Okay, the outcome should be the same, and we will just clear all. So here the name is specified by %s and the age is specified using %d. First let us execute it, then we will go to the documentation and study the format specifier. See, my name is test true and my age is 25. The outcome is the same. Let us go and see the documentation. From the official documentation of Python about the formatted strings, I think you can, I will put this into my description, and if you come down here, if you see the S, %s basically specifies the string format, %d specifies the decimal integer, it is only the integer, and B specify the binary, C specify the character, and X specify the hexadecimal, whereas E is used for scientific notation, F is used for float. Okay, we can also try F if you want, and I can put distance equals to 3.5. I can add one more variable, and my age is 34 years. After that I can put I travel to work. I can put my office is %f kilometer away from my home. Okay, since my home, since we are using another variable, so I can also give a small letter. Since using another variable %f, we'll have to also substitute the third variable with a float, right? We have to copy here and we have to paste it. Let us try this, try to execute this, and you see here it is being substituted. By default, after the decimal point for %f, it shows 6 digits. The document here says by default format specifier F supports 6 digits, but you can limit the number of digits by specifying one more parameter as part of the format specifier. For example, in this example, I want to limit to 2 digits rather than printing it for the 6 digit. If I try to execute this, it will give me 6 digits. I want to only print 3.50. For that I will have to make a small adjustment here. If you want 2 digits, then you will have to do 0.2 here, the 0.2. Okay, and if you want 3 digits, you can make it as 3.3, and if you want 1 digit, you can provide 0.1. This is how basically you can limit the default behavior. You can override the default behavior. With Python, you can also print the information to the console log with a different colors and different styles, like a bold or a mild, or with some background color, with some foreground color and things like that. For that, there is a library that is available called as Colorama. So let us go and see what exactly this library is all about. So let's type PYPI Colorama and then click here, and then you can go to the official page, GitHub page of this particular library, and if you scroll down a bit, it shows there are three different formatting that is possible using this library. One is a foreground color, background color, and a style. Dim means mild, normal is a normal font, and bright is a bold. And you can also, it also supports various foreground and background colors. So to use that, first you will have to install this library using pip install, and then we'll have to import certain settings like foreground, background, and style. Okay, let us go and do that. So for that, you need to open command prompt. Under the command prompt, so you have to copy and paste this command in the command prompt. It will take some time to install. I think it is already installed. Okay, it is already installed. So now what you have to do, we will go to Python and we will try to import as he told, right, as they told in this tutorial. We'll have to import this. Okay, let us go to our PyCharm and import this, and then we can use the print. And for example, if I want to print the entire sentence using a bold, then I will have to see, I can use style a dot a bright, then I can do a plus and then the string that I want to print, and at the end I'll have to reset the setting. Okay, after this I will have to reset the setting dot as reset all. Okay, now let us try to execute this. You see, this is printed in a bold letter. Okay, and rather than using it here, so we can use somewhere here, right? So somewhere here. So for example, I want to use this format specifier, and I want to write it in a green color. Okay, let us, for that you'll have to use a foreground. So 4 dot green, then you'll have to use a plus. After that you'll have to reset the color. For that we'll have to use style and then reset all. Okay, so this is a good practice of using reset after the statement. Otherwise basically you will, if you tend to forget, then all the remaining lines will be formatted with the green colors. Okay, you can see it is formatted. I can also include here, after this, first I can include a style dot bold is, for a bold it is bright, then plus. Okay, you see it is printed with a bold, right? It is printed with the bold. I want to keep this like this, but I want to use it as a black, and I want to use the background as white. Okay, I'll use the background as white. Let us see how it prints. See, the font is black but the background is the white. Okay, you can also change the background. Let us check if I put blue, what happens. Yeah, see, this looks really good, right? So this is how basically we can use the print statement. So to print the variables, right? To print anything, not only variables, to print anything into the console. So if you want to directly print some strings, you can put that string within double quotes within the print statement. If you want to print the variables, there are different ways of printing the variables, okay, using the different kinds of formats. That brings us to the end of this session. In this session, we just saw how to use a print, like simple print usage, the printing the variables, using different format techniques, and also finally we learned how to print using different color codes and different styles. I hope you enjoyed learning with me. If you found this helpful, please like the video and subscribe to my channel for more exciting content. Thank you for watching.